Hi, my name is Andreas, and some say the perfect aircraft does not exist yet. So I decided to build it on my own. If you love aircraft, follow me, get it from dream to reality. Let's go! Hi and welcome back, my friends. You still remember approximately 1 year ago when Myra built the mockup seat? No? Then let's have a quick recap. I cut it out of plywood using our laser. Then I assembled it with super glue. And although it already looked nice, it needed a protective layer of glass fiber mats. So while I was occupied building the molds for the canopy, Myra took it over and finished the seat all on her own. And approximately 10 months later, the seat got a new home. In order for it to fit inside the mockup cockpit, I first had to trim it. I first started using the multi-tool, and after test fitting it, I gave it a final trim using the belt sander. So finally I got to sit in the Horus for the first time. I immediately noticed how much more comfortable it is than a BD5 or JSX, but there was one thing still missing. Luckily I had enough foam lying around to add an inch, and then I checked the headroom. I measure 183 centimeters, and with 4 fingers of space it's more than enough to fly inverted when using a helmet. 183 is exactly 6 feet for my US friends. Also, shoulder space is quite good with 3 fingers per side. So let's have a look at visibility. This is the position that the Garmin G3X Touch will have later. And this is how it looks like from my perspective. As you can see, visibility is more than exceptional, with 5 degrees below horizon being completely undisturbed. Visibility is even better than in a glider or LSA. Also, legroom is more than sufficient, even when considering that there will be an approximately 7-inch wide avionic bay between the legs. There's also enough space for moving the feet up and down for braking. Can you imagine that other microjets don't even have toe brakes? Honestly, I cannot think of myself landing in a high-speed aircraft without that additional layer of controllability. Here are some markings that I added for the interior, which I'm going to design and build next. These ones are for elbow and thrust lever positions. And this one here is for cross-checking with the control range of the center stick. A lot of you have asked why not a side stick, but the answer is simple, that it offers a much better controllability. No one likes to get out of a Horus, but this is it for this video, my friends. And please help me promote this channel. Subscribe, hit the like button and tell your friends. We are almost there, and as I said in the beginning, let's get it from dream to reality. Thanks a lot for you to take this amazing journey with me, and hope to see you again next week. As always, fly safe, fly Horus.